Hello. Let's add spotlight. Hey, Shasha.
Hey, lovey.
Yes, me big G. Oh, God. Feel like I haven't seen you for ages.
I'm around still, you know, around still. What's going on with you lot, all right? Everyone good? Cool. Cool. I know you got scammed today.
How?
Out of 1,650 and 1,635 pounds.
Ooh, look who's popped in the back end.
Huh?
I said, look who's popped in the back end.
Uncle Quince, what's going on? Yeah, so
I walked in at the right time, man. So someone got 419.
Nah, nearly. So you know, I've got two phone numbers, but because they come on the same phone, because if it goes to one, I've only got one phone. So I got a text saying, "Oh, hi, Dad. This is my new number." So, but it came on my phone twice, like once. So I thought, okay. So I thought maybe she texted both of my phones, and then so I just texted her and said, "Who's this?" She goes, and then the person said, "Your eldest and favorite." So I said, "Okay."
No way.
So I was like, "Okay." So I said, "What happened to your phone?" And she goes, "Oh, I lost it." Because I lost it. So okay, cool. I lost it. Can I ask you to do me a favor on it? So I said, cool. Said, yeah, I need 1,600 or something to transfer. But I was like, when I saw that, say it, my child. After she's richer than me. So I phoned her, but she didn't. But her phone kind of went to voicemail, like it went straight to voicemail. So I was like,
right.
Okay, so this is maybe it's a bit real. So then I phoned her mum, like, hey, has she lost her phone? What are you talking about? Why are you phoning me with some footage for? I said, no, because I got a text. Her mum works in finance, is quite high up in finance. Those things are scams. Why are you trying to
Oh, wow.
Like, all right, calm down. It's like trying to beat me up. I'm just checking that our child doesn't need no money.
Gary was like, "Oh, that's why we're not together."
It was a joke, man. Love her.
So what's going on, everybody?
That's good, man.
Quince?
Can't complain. I haven't been scammed like that, boy. I do get those phone calls though. Do you know, I get those cold calls?
Yeah.
And do you know what I do? I used to block them before, but now they're getting smart now because they're calling from all different mobile numbers,
mobiles, and all kinds of stuff.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I've had a couple who've called my show and all that. So now I used to block it, but now I just entertain it. I've got so much different entertainment.
Don't do it, Quince. So that's what my daughter's mum was saying to me. She goes, "Don't talk to them because with AI now they can clone your voice, and they can,
I put an accent.
And then they can put you fold up your family and use your voice to tell your family."
Well, the one today, I put on like a proper like a Gallis kind of high. I mean, hello, how you doing, hey? or sometimes when they call, I breathe heavy on the phone. I'm like, just to wind them up.
You're an undercover pervert, you know. Some of the things that you say, I swear to God. You have to worry about. One time
I got scammed on my birthday. I was proper. You know, greed. Greed is the thing that messes everyone up in it. So
you told us about that. That was with the TV, isn't it?
That was
with the gypsies then.
A camcorder. So man pulled up in a car, pulled up beside me in the car, drove. Yeah, brother, you want a camcorder? I was like, yeah. He goes, look. He showed me the camcorder. I was like, all right, yeah. Went in my house. I got like £60 at my house. Gave it to him. Man gave me the camcorder. I gave my house like, yeah. Well, I opened it, it's a bag of flour.
Wow.
Expensive bag of flour ever.
Not even a,
You know what I mean?
not even a McDougal. Tesco's.
It's good flower, that. That's hilarious.
Those are the things,
Oh
man.
my
See?
gosh.
Boy, man,
It's getting peak out here, though. It's getting really peak.
Telling you.
Every day I get multiple phone calls from different mobile numbers, and I just, I just don't even know now.
You do know they said, is it last year? They said that you could opt out because all our data's been sold. And there was an opportunity, a time period. Even Martin Lewis said it. You should phone and opt out. But you know, us as people sometimes we just say, I can't be asked. Look at us now. I think the one my mum nearly got scammed the day. I think the Monday after my dad's passing, my mum got a phone call.
You see people, they don't care.
Because they go through the records. They go through the records. And my mum, obviously, she wasn't fully there. And I happened to be there with my brother. And I'll never forget it. And my mum was all like, yeah, this is Alvin, isn't it? And I'm like,
You're feeding into the stereotypes. We don't talk like that bad.
That's how my mum talks. That's how my mum talks. Yes, there's a live here. My mum's talking. I was like, who are you talking to? She said, I don't know. Give me the phone. And there was someone trying to scam my mum. Because obviously my dad used to be ex-army, so there's certain money and obviously probating he gets. You know what I mean? My mum thought I was taking the phone because she was getting scammed, but I was like, no, that's eating to my inheritance. Like, give me the phone. Give me the phone. It's not value. It's about my inheritance.
All right, guys, can you share this live, all of you on Facebook, to your pages? It's not allowing me to tag. Quincy's only got 1 hour with us. I should have made you stream this as well, Quincy. Turn your camera the other way, please.
I'm on a dog and bone.
Yeah. Oh no.
Okay, that work.
It was, and then you put it back. Yeah. There.
I'll sing.
There you go.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, there you go. So, what are we going to start with first? Are we doing Diane Abbott first, or are we doing the Coldplay Kiss Cam first?
The memes are killing me with that, yeah.
It's just getting stupid. I feel so sorry.
Have you seen the football one?
So, Rooney.
Rooney was old woman.
Yeah, Rooney.
Send me the link. We'll see if we can play it.
Have you seen the one? Have you seen the one with Keir Starmer?
Yeah.
And the boys.
That guy did too hard with it. I tell you.
All right. So after Gary alerted me to this kiss cam thing, because you don't know I live in my own world, and it's only when you tell me about things I will then go and look and see what I've got. So I went and had a look, and so I think first things first. Let me see if I can find the thing. But he put out a statement. So did you not see that he put out a statement?
But yes, he did. Making it.
Yeah, he put out a statement.
It was the wife's one was fake. His wasn't. He put out a statement just basically saying that he felt like. Hang on, you sent it to me.
Yeah, no, I sent it to you. But when I heard someone say that it was a fake statement that he put out, but he actually put another statement out something there afterwards. But the one where he's talking about how it's privacy and all that, they said it could have. They think it's fake. It's like, I don't know if it was or not, but maybe last.
Because the ludicrousy, and that would be the epitome of not taking accountability, because you can't be rubbing up in a public. For a start, Chris Martin said this is the part of the show where we get to know you. We're going to be putting the cameras on you. So you want to tell me you was that busy rubbing up that you never heard?
Evidently.
That would have been the time to step away, no?
But have you seen when he does it now? Oh, have you seen the other? Did I send you the one with the mascot?
No.
That one is too funny. So at one of the baseball games, so they're doing it, and then they've got the two mascots hugging each other, and then one of them dives on the floor.
Oh, yeah. I think someone sent it to me today, or I saw it today, where because they're just a laughing stock. They were so damn hot, it wasn't even funny.
That's
how
the thing.
hot they were. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Mike, sorry, go on.
Looking like it's gonna cost him
his job,
a lot of money.
He was handed his job in. He's resigned from his job.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't resigning. I'm stepping back. I ain't resigning.
I feel like you're not allowed to do anything these days without it affecting your whole livelihood. Like,
but do you know the joke?
It's necessary because he's had an affair that he has to resign from his job.
Yeah, I ain't leaving. Unless my performances. But you know what the joke thing about it? Everybody's on at him, but no one's talking about the woman and her husband.
Right.
She's married to a billionaire, apparently.
That's right. And no one's talking. And you know what? No one's talking about him, right? And the woman who was standing by the front, skinning tea. Yeah. No one's talking about her. Who set the thing up?
Oh, the colleague said what set up the kiss cam?
Whoa.
No, she did.
Allegedly.
They said that she arranged the actual event and they or something like that. She arranged the tickets. The tickets and all that for everybody, for the work, whoever. So, but it's meant to be show. Basically, she knew that they were having an affair, but didn't know. Obviously, didn't know the camera was going to come on them. But laughing their head off though, like this is coming on top.
Well, she must have got enough privileges because
she knew about the whole situation.
Well, no, not her. I'm talking about the woman that he was having an affair with. She must have got enough privileges, so when they get blow up now, you know, then you're a bit chill, privilege done. Hey, because I think that's what else could she be laughing at? But I mean, I don't know. I don't think he should lose his whole job because he's having an affair. He's not the first. He
resigned. No, but you're not. The thing about those things, it's not about him having the affair. It's about him being in the position he is. He's the chief exec of the company. He's not you've got to be holding up the ethics of the organization.
So what holding up the ethics of the organisation because they were all there, they all knew, no one cared.
He was holding up her waistline. That's what he was doing, holding up.
What a way to be outed, Quince. When I was talking to you about it, you were saying you wondered what the ride home.
Yeah, so I said I wonder what was going through his head when that camera went on him. He was like, "Do I drop the side thing off first? Or do I go straight home?" What was going through his head?
But he didn't. He probably didn't think that it was going to. He probably didn't realize that it was going to go as viral as it was because he probably thought it'd just be in the stadium. But once it got out,
once I went to look at it to see what was being said and stuff about it out there, and one girl that was at the actual concert was like, they did keep the spotlight on them for ages, whereas it's usually just a 5 seconds. So she thought that was a bit out of order because they were blatantly outing them. Like they just didn't move the camera, and it was
because I don't think Chris Martin knew it. I think he just made a joke when he said it, like, and then realized in the middle of it that it was like, oh shit, they are.
Well, yeah.
No, but because the spotlight was on them for long because how he reacted.
Exactly.
He pushed her away like she farted on him.
And dropped to the floor.
And dropped. And you can just see him crumble like it was literally you can see like the money in his head working out how much money he's gonna lose. He was like, you know what? I'm done at it, and I'm done.
And apparently, did
you hear the joke though? Some of the jokes are funny.
Oh, come on.
What joke? Sorry.
Some of the jokes are funny. So this joke came out afterwards. Coldplay haven't made a single in years, and look what they done.
Yeah, make 2 singles in a one swoop, boy. Like, I don't know. They were hot, and I don't think they should have been doing that anyway. Do you know what I mean? In front of, like, if you're having an affair, and they're meant to be secret.
No, you got to take the side chick on. You got to take the side chick on a date every now and again.
Do you know what I would have said? Do you know what I would have said? I would have gone home, and I was like, if our president can grab woman by the pum pum and not be impeached, I can't hug again.
But for me, if he had just kept on holding her and waved, that would have been it.
Yeah.
That would have been it.
The wife would have wanted to know what was happening here, but it wouldn't have been.
Yeah, it would have been thing. Yeah. Oh, we were just.
Yeah,
we had this song. We
4 singles because.
I would have said she was choking. I would have said she was choking.
Do the Heinrich maneuver.
That's feasible though.
Heinrich.
I would say it was a work group hug. We were just social distancing group hug.
That's feasible.
I would have used reverse psychology. So I would have straight up shaggy. What do you mean? I don't know what you saw. That what I mean. Come on, love. You know we all look alike.
Because you can say that because AI looks so flipping real.
That's what I would have said. I said, come on, you know, fake news, man. Fake news.
So someone took the whole time to make a whole AI video of you.
Yeah.
You're not a celebrity.
Yeah. And I was like, you know, I've got haters. You know, like I've built my business. I've got haters out there, man.
You saw the girl at the side. It was her. We were laughing.
It was her, man.
Yeah, just on a joke thing.
What
do you think about it, Charlene? Do you think his whole life? I mean, it's up to the wife if she wants to stay with him, obviously. But do you think that he should have to resign because of this?
I don't think anyone should have to resign. What you do in your own private time outside of working hours is your time. At the end of the day, what happens in your household, whether you've got one side chick or a million one side chicks, it's got nothing to do with your job. Step down, but I don't think you should be forced to resign from your job.
I disagree. I think if you're
it cool off because look at Donald Trump. Look how much foolishness he gets up to. Does anyone?
Yeah, but it's not proven, though, is it?
Allegedly. Sorry.
Allegedly, you got to believe it. Personally, this is what I say to people: if you're gonna do things with people at work, ready for the consequence. Some organisations say people co-workers can't date. Strictly.
Yeah.
So, like if really truly you're having an affair at work or you're doing a thing, and you get caught, someone's got to go. Somebody's got to go.
If you work together,
huh?
If you work in the same company and you start seeing each other, someone's got to go.
Well, in lots of organisations, you can't work together. McDonald's is like that. You can't date people if you're at McDonald's.
You can't date someone if you're working on fries.
If you're a McDonald's, and if you're a McDonald's, and you've got a part, you can't think. No.
I suppose I get it because you don't. Hey, walk on, Nat's just joined us.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello. Good.
Dream team panel.
Yeah.
Walk on. Quincy's popped in to say hello.
Hello, Quincy.
You know, have you been your nan?
Yeah.
She did me joke.
She's
What's that?
facing.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
She was sitting in the back.
She was sitting in the back like driving Miss Daisy. It's hilarious.
Okay, not to resign, but you do declare any internal relationships that my daughter and son-in-law did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that should be it. And nobody bring your drama to work.
You can't, but no, you can't work in the same department though. They would move you into different sections. You wouldn't be working together.
I probably conflict of interest, though, innit?
Because
is that in your area?
No, well, to my area, people don't care. People there, mad people doing things in my office, and people. I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? But because if I was managing a team and then 2 people, my team members are dating, I'd make one of them move team.
You're hard, man.
Straight. I'd be like,
but if it's not affecting the role, if they're both still performing at a high level, leave them in.
I don't care because I know sooner or later someone's going to be doing something dodgy and then it's going to come back and this. I don't want it. I don't want the smoke.
But then, as a manager, that's where you tell them, listen, you know what you're doing. If anyhow this messes up the performance, or
you're both
gone. Then you're both gone. So I
can't sack them. I can't sack them.
No, you can't sack them. But you say that make a choice. Give them that choice to say, listen, if you mess up one of you, you're both out. So you can do what you're doing. I'm letting you know, do not mess up my month's end.
First, you say the wife must forgive him and move on.
A friend of mine just texted me saying that I'm listening to your podcast. My old CFO was dating one of the team members and got told one of them had to leave.
Right.
Bye. Later. Not in it. Because you know what? You know, whenever there's a breakup or there's issues, there's other 2 things what's going to happen, right? You're going to be a happy couple and people in the organisation will be going, oh, she's only getting that because he's dating her. Or she's only getting that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, she got to not to work Saturdays because da-da-da. Oh, she got a better pay rise than me because blah, blah, blah. That's always going to be an issue. Then, if people get a bit jealous and start them invigilating themselves in it at the Christmas party, want to start rubbing your man's leg in front of you, and then you're going to want to box somebody up.
Yeah.
I'm just going to share.
Yeah, you're going to want to box someone up, and then once you box them up, what happens then? You know what I mean? Then, if you don't break up, there's an issue.
Another issue, yeah.
Yeah, I don't date people at work.
I mean, too much juicy.
You're self-employed though, Trish.
When I used to work, I didn't. I used to work in the office. I wouldn't date people at work. Kevin says the wife must forgive him and move on.
Really?
I guess is what he's saying.
Go on, Kev. Would you forgive your missus if that was me?
That wasn't the question, Gary.
Yeah?
That wasn't the question.
Bill Clinton got away with it, says Kev B.
Oh God!
It's true. The presidents have been getting away with a lot.
No, he did not have relations with that woman.
And then he saved her whole dress to show that he did. I don't even think it was the affair that got her cancelled in the way in which, because Monica Lewinsky is a name that you just will never forget. So any job thing come through with Monica Lewinsky on it, you might end up having party time with her, but she's going to hold that sperm and blackmail your ass.
Keep that dress, man. Keep that dress.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, I mean, it says personal interest.
You're terrible, boy.
But it says a personal interest, and it's like it says here you're a hoarder.
I don't know. Now, what do you think about this CEO that got caught at the Coldplay concert with his side chick? They put the kiss cam on him. Bare hell broke loose. I don't think he should lose his job for this. For a little pum pum on the side. Do you?
I don't know.
You think he should lose his job?
I think so.
I don't know. Yeah, you know how I feel about cheaters.
Both of them.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that.
To lose half of everything, he needs his job to pay his bills.
I was just going to say that. Trisha's asking Natalie, the most unlikely person to actually see any reason in this conversation. She doesn't make her mind up. She doesn't make her mind up.
I don't feel sorry for him a piece. It is, deal with it. And it's at work, isn't it? So it's always going to be sticky when you do things like that at work. Like if he was having an affair with your wife and it wasn't someone within the Organization. But as well, it looks bad for the organization. So they're gonna get rid of him.
And he's the CEO, so he's not like he's one idiot person.
You're supposed to be a
morals,
leader,
your
leading
morals.
people, and you're doing my madness. You have to step down, blood.
He was leading. He was seeing the one gal, the top of the head of HR. He was leading. He wasn't seeing the deputy. He was seeing the sheriff.
Yeah, and this is what everyone's saying, is the fact that she was head of HR. Then if you're doing that, then does that mean everything just slides then because you think it's all right to just do crazy? Do you know what I mean? Because your moral compass is off.
I'll tell you one thing I would have done though. If I was working at that company, I tell you, for the rest of that month, I'm turning up late. I'm leaving early. Don't tell me nothing.
Just leave with immediate effect.
But it's the fake statement was quite funny though. But the whole thing about private, but the privacy thing, right? When you're out places and you're in public or private, like, would you want that stuff to be out? I mean, we went to the 50 Cent show on a couple of weeks ago. If I had my arm around Charlene and it went viral, like, raw, who's Charlene got some man got his arm around it, blah blah blah. People could be talking in it, and they could be innocent. But then I wouldn't be dashing Charlene on the floor. So.
Right, it's they were just so hot and stupid.
Like, yeah,
literally.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
He clearly said we're gonna be putting the camera on the people then.
But come on, you've got 60,000 people in the stadium. Why do you think it's gonna be you? The camera's gonna go on.
60,000. If you're doing that all lovey-dovey shit, you're drawing attention to yourself. You're doing all of that pappy show. That's gonna happen. You're asking for it. Yeah, they were so hot.
I don't think they should be conducting themselves like that in front of the office. In front of staff. I think if they were having an affair, the whole of the back of the place is not supposed to know. And out in public, in front of your staff.
Yeah.
That's why you got caught.
That's why you get stacked.
Everything comes to light. You can't hide forever. And all of those obvious places. Yeah, I just feel like it was a stupid move. They were just stupid all round.
But he's told his wife. He's told his wife he's going Coldplay with the rest of the staff team. So it's all above board. But that was the only issue.
Rubbing up behind them.
You know what I mean?
If she must have thought she was young brother. Benito, take it. She can't take the work. You don't have to.
Why not yourself? You don't have to.
Take it easy. I will do the work.
Gary's the comedian today.
Run a bit, man. Run a bit. Gary's got so much jokes for this. I think he's been there before.
Gary put me on it, like the whole.
But seriously, right? You took the people from term, so obviously a couple of people in the team already know about the affair. At least one or two people.
Yeah.
Right, but if he had his arm around her, if he just kept his hand and put his hand up, it would have been done. But they were hot.
They were.
Yeah, they were
hot. Hot. You can't get hot.
Yeah, stupid.
That was the thing. It was hot to you. You could burn up yourself. You know what I mean?
They were just bait. They didn't know how to be.
It was an idiot thing.
Like nothing was going on.
It's just what it is.
And duck, you've already answered the question of what's going on here. There's something going on, otherwise you wouldn't have ducked.
Yeah,
stupid. Oh, well, Quincy's only got an hour. He's going to be leaving us at 9. So, okay. Quinn, pick up your next topic. What do you want to discuss before you shoot out?
What was the options?
No, you. What do you want? You said you wanted to talk about Diane Abbott.
Oh yeah, I spoke about Diane Abbott. Now, do you know what? I'm going to switch it up. Yeah, I'm going to switch it up. Right. I want you to tell me how would you take this? Yeah,
From
you're
behind.
out of your partner. Yeah,
What is wrong with you? I think you need to go pay your missus a visit.
You know what I mean?
What it sounds like. Go on.
All right, you're out of your partner, yeah, and or just out of your partner, and then one of your brethren come up to you and say, "Oh, that your partner, yeah?" And you're like, "Yeah," because you're punching above your weight. Would you take that as a compliment for you that you've got a good choice, or would you as a disrespect?
It's rude.
Blasted rude.
But someone said that to me a couple of times.
You're punching above your weight. How did you take it? Or man or woman?
Guy, I just didn't pay no attention to it. Like,
well, that's you all over. You just don't pay attention to nothing. But I find that really rude.
What was I gonna do? Buddy, you're being feisty. It's like, whatever. So I just like kept them.
Would you look at it like? Would you look at it if a guy says it like they are literally saying if they had an opportunity they would go there, with it, knowing that you're still with them, they would try it. They would Coldplay. I'll take it to Coldplay.
Really? Nah, I don't think so.
So you don't look at it as a disrespect.
I'm not saying. Do you know what? As I say, people say lots of dumb stuff for no reason at all, just because nothing else to say. Instead of say, "Oh, your missus is good looking," they say something like that. Rah.
Does it mean different for a woman? If a woman says it to another woman that their man punching above your weight?
Irregardless, if someone says to me, "Oh, is that your man?" and I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Oh, you're punching above your weight. How did you manage that?" So what am I, some troll under a bridge?
Yeah.
Triggered at your face.
Like,
but could you imagine being?
I'd be offended.
No, but could you imagine like Jay-Z has that all the time? Before he used to get that all the time. People just say that all the time.
All right. So say if you get that statement all the like a few times, you've dated a few people, and then the next person you date, the same people see you and they're like, "Don't say nothing." What happens then? Like, it's my partner. All right. So you get that statement put to you. Oh, you're punching above your weight, but the next person you see after, none of your people then say nothing. They just don't say nothing.
What
They
about the guy?
They don't make the same statement. They just like don't even acknowledge. Oh, this is your partner. Yeah, all right. Nothing. How'd you take that?
No way.
It's your partner, isn't it? I was asking a question.
Is that your partner? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but they have this time. They haven't said, "Oh, you punching above your weight." They haven't said nothing.
Yeah. So.
Don't bother you.
Nah.
Okay, that's immediate. That's immediate. I'll be like, hang on a minute. I'll be like,
tell the story. Give the backstory.
Because I'll be like, you know what? I don't think this is going to work out. You're like, I don't like you. No one don't like you. It's not going to work out. You're going to have to finish this relationship.
Oh, no. I'm done. Like, friendships and relationships are temporary. I'm never going to not date someone because people don't like them.
Mm.
Yeah, that's one of my questions at work. And when we ask people, when we're doing like, especially if you're under 18, one of the questions is, do your friends like your partner? It's a safeguarding question.
What's the safeguarding question?
So what do you mean, like?
Your friends like them, like, or do they get on with them? So, say for example, like for women or for guys, if your best friend or good friends, man's treating her really badly,
you usually don't like him, innit?
Don't like them, innit? So that's that kind of like a leading question to find out what the kind of situation is with in your relationships, or how your partner is. Because as an outsider, you see how the person is treating your partner, don't you? Your friend.
Your friend, yeah.
Yeah. So you know if it's good or bad. So yeah.
All right. Let me get to the dynamic thing then. So basically, yesterday I done a show. Touched on it Friday. Dynamic has been suspended again, which has been taken away. Yeah. I voiced my disappointment because I felt that the time she allowed herself to be put in a position to be violated. And I said that how Diane Abbott went in to be a Labour MP, she's the most credible Labour MP, the longest serving one, and the most disrespected one. And she knows how the current leadership are with her. It's like I lost a bit of respect for her, because it's like you've allowed these people to do the same thing again. And I put the question out there because to me, there is, after her, there's no one continued that legacy of her, and she deserves a legacy. There's no people and no one speaking up for her. I mean, there are some people, but they're not in the party. So I asked the question: why should we respect Diane Abbott?
The whole, for me, the whole thing, I think that Diana's, I don't know her personally enough for that, but I think as she's getting older, she's getting clumsier and clumsier and clumsier. And as far as I'm concerned, if you got suspended for something 6 months or 8 months ago, why are you repeating the thing afterwards? If you
wasn't even months ago, it was years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 2 years. Then to me, I'm not saying she doesn't believe that, and you're a politician, but most politicians toe the party line for whatever the line is, whatever it is. Now, I listened to a lot of LBC, and a lot of people are cussing her, saying, "Yeah, I'm a Jewish person. People can tell I'm Jewish." Like, it's not the same. For me, it's not the same, and it's not a case that I'm taking away anything from your culture or when people talk about blah blah. But, and I'm not saying that you should deny who you are, but as a black person or an Asian person or a person you can just look at and say that is that. You couldn't make up yourself to be something different. I think it's slightly different. I think racism is perceived by us differently, and people can't live the black experience being a different race. Now, you if you're a Jewish person or an Albanian person, you can live that experience, but you can't live a black experience. There's difference.
Yeah.
So the bigger picture is, and I'll say this is what the bigger picture of it showed me as a black person in the workplace. I can't speak for a black female. I don't think that as a black person you can ever be your authentic self. We've always got code switch, and she can't say what she.
That's a problem.
I'm not saying she must go in there and clot up the place, you know what I mean? But what I am saying, she cannot be an authentic black self.
No, I agree.
And to me, that is everybody else, apart from what I've seen, that she couldn't say what she said and back it and say it with her chest. She had to compromise, and we've always had to compromise. That we're not accepted, and that's what disappointed me.
Yeah, but can she not say how she feels, but use different wording so that she can still, like if you want to slap somebody, you can't, but physically, but you can do it with your words. I'm sure there's a way of her being able to say things that she is able to say with her chest high, but in a different way.
But the statement she made was a perfectly good statement. And it's like when it's reasonable for you, Chrissy. It's reasonable for people who experience what she's experienced. For people who don't experience it, then it's not reasonable. So for the other races or cultures that experience their own type of racism in their own way, I think it's a bit like when people used to say Black Lives Matter, and then people would say White Lives Matter. It's not about. It's that whole thing. It's like because she's supporting black people and saying, well, this is how we experience things. Everyone else got to be equal. Oh, don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. I mean, but sometimes for me, someone can talk to me about an issue, and I can just sit there and listen to the issue. I don't need to say, oh, well, I'm this or I'm that. So if someone said to me, oh, as a gay man, I experience discrimination, blah, 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 I can sit there and say, okay, yeah, you experience discrimination. I don't have to say, yeah, but black people experience worse. I don't need to I don't need to conflict things together.
Here we go. But if he's gay and black, he can identify with the struggle, he or she.
Yeah. No, I don't mean that way. I'm saying if someone says to me that I'm a gay man and I experience discrimination, I don't need to then say, yeah, but as a black person, I experience it worse. I don't need to. I can say, okay, you've experienced it. I understand. I appreciate that. And I think there's lots of things in society where everyone's got their struggle's got to be worse. It's got to be worse than my struggle. And everyone's it's like, you know what? You're struggling. Okay, I appreciate that. Keep it moving. I don't need to be like, yeah, but we had it worse. I'm Jewish and we had the Holocaust. Yeah, but we were slaves. I don't need to. I know what happened to us.
We can show it. We can show it statistically. We can show it from the level of jobs that we receive. The statistically the numbers of stops to search compared to other nationalities. It's proven. It's statistically there that we are not in positions of influence and power because they don't, for whatever reason, trust that. Our judgment or don't want to see us up there. So for me, again, I don't think as a culture we do sit down and compare. We want a seat at the table and to make decisions. And I just think that Diana's been in that seat for a long time, and it's like, at what point? I think she's had enough now. That's probably why she said it. But at some point, you have to ruffle feathers.
She said, I'm not taking back my talk. I'm not sorry.
Yeah, but it's right. And that's good to say that. Why did you say that 2 years ago? Why did you go and change it?
No, but you got to remember, right? This is the thing. Diane now is at an age where she's probably going to retire. She's the mother of the house. She's going to retire probably at the end of this parliament. Yeah? So if they kick her out of the Labour Party, she's still an MP for the next 4 years. She get her money for the next 4 years, and then she just leaves if she wants to. Now, personally, honestly, and this is not thing. I think MPs as a whole, I think they need to be more in touch with their communities, and I don't necessarily know how in touch some of these people are with their communities.
Did you guys know that now? Do you know when you go to a surgery and you voice your opinions to your local councillor or your local MP, and then they take it to the House of the Parliament and voice it? It was written, it's now law within the last month that MPs are no longer representing their constituency.
So what are they representing?
Sure,
the party. So whatever Keir Starmer.
No, but it's been like that for years, Quincy. It's got the
no. But not written down, Gary. Not written down. It's law now. You can Google it. So you could go to them now and you could say to them, the rubbish on my street or the parking tickets, blah, blah, blah. They're like, yeah. But it's right now, by law, they're not representing the areas they are from. It's changed. And that came in the back door.
I didn't know that. It was always, as far as my understanding of all the MPs that I talk to and know, you have a consistency. So if someone of your constituent brings up something, you can bring it to Parliament and you can talk about it. You can do that thing where they call bobbing, where you stand up and sit down still until the Speaker calls you. Now, some things, when it comes down to making laws, there's 2 or 3 types. You've got the one where you have to go with it. It's your whip. It's like a whip, so everyone has to vote that way. Sometimes they give you a free vote, like with this whole assistant Diane, they're giving it a vote of conscience, and then there's something where you can abstain. You don't have to vote, but if you abstain, you can get in trouble because if you get whipped, you can be whipped into saying, "Well, you have to do this," or if you don't do this, you can lose the whip.
Yeah, we've seen it with the councillors who got sacked last week.
Yeah, so you can get whipped, but once, so that's if you're in a party. But you still can, if your constituents have issues. Now, what you can't do, from my understanding, is if, say, for example, there was a vote on what's it called again, parking restrictions in your area or LTAs, and the party could say, for example, we're going with LTAs in every area. That's the party line. So if you in your area say, "Oh, we don't want LTAs," your MP has to go with the whip. But
that's right.
Yeah, that's if it's a policy thing. You can bring any argument up to Parliament, You can bring any argument you want up to Parliament. That's far from my understanding. If you've
well,
got a problem,
them days are done. Them days are done. They're done.
If I went and said I think black women are being having lower maternity issues, blah blah blah, my MP can bring that to Parliament without taking it to the whips.
Yeah, well, it's done. That's just why.
No, we should do. I should maybe I can try and give her a call. Give her an MP a call. I've got an MP friend. Give her a call and see if she'll come on the show.
Yeah, well, I've tried to reach out to a few and they won't come on my platform.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get a friend of mine. She'll come on.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think, Nat?
I don't know. I haven't seen the latest stuff about Diane. I know something happened, but I don't know anything about it. I didn't read it or look into it or anything.
Same here.
That's why I'm just like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give them the 25 words or less, Quint.
Say it again?
Give them the 25 words or less to recap on what's happening with her.
So are you give them 25 words or
less to recap, because both Charlene and Natalie are not familiar with what's happening.
All right. So basically, 2 years ago, Diane Abbott she done an interview. She wrote a statement for the Observer paper, and it was leaked. And what she basically was saying that black people's being prejudiced and racist are two different. Our experiences are two different things. She brought in Jewish people, ginger people. So what she did originally, after it was put out, she the current government took away her whip, and she got a massive backlash. And what she did, which I didn't admire, but I understand through my conversation yesterday, she apologized and she withdrew it. She said it was the draft copy, not the original copy. So it took 2 years when she was under investigation, suspended, for her to get her whip back. And they only brought it back because there was no one who was going to, Labour were going into an election, no one was going to win her seat. Yeah. So they allowed her back in. I would have gone as an independent personally, unless they told me anything different. And I would say, you know what? How you've treated me, I'll go independent and I'll do this to myself. Yeah.
I don't know why she stays with them. That I don't know.
And this is what I'm trying to say is like, the bigger picture is there are so much people who are in positions, who are in jobs, who take crap, but got to stay because they're in a, we all are in some, even if you're self-employed, you've still got to work with your clients. But the amount of crap we take as people for companies, because like you got to think of, I've got to pay my mortgage, I've got to pay my childcare fees, I've got to do this, and it's like ultimately it's BS. It winds me up. So rolling on 2 years, she's got a whip back, and what even during that time after, she was threatened by the Conservative main donor, Frank Hester, that he mentioned, it's on record, that every time he hears Diane Abbott speak, he wants to take a gun and shoot her in the head.
I remember that.
Right, and he mentioned about other black women, how black women make him feel, right? And then the week after in PMQs, as Gary mentioned, when you want to say something in PMQs, you stand up, sit down. They had this woman standing up, sitting down like she was in a Pentecostal church.
Yeah.
Right, and they were talking about her in front of her, and she and weren't letting her speak. And then roll on. Lastly, the same statement, which is a pre-recorded interview, it comes out last week, and they sack her for the same thing. So you've allowed that to happen to you.
That was it. She went back and had a conversation, and then it came up again, and then she doubled down on it and went back on it. It wasn't a pre-record; it was an interview where she was interviewed. But
the interview was in February, Gary. It was in February, Gal.
Yeah, but it was a new interview. She did a new interview. It wasn't like a pre. You doubled down on it. You know what I mean?
They don't respect her anyway in there. Like they never have. They always kind of clown her. So I don't, and I understand like standing for something and not being pushed out of it. But I don't know. I don't know if I have what she has. I don't know if I couldn't still be there. No.
At some point, you've got to say to yourself,
why she said it.
Where do you stand?
That's probably why, because like Gary said, she's going to retire now. So I had to pull it back so that I could do what we want to do and get through for the next couple of years. And now I'm going to retire, so I don't give a fuck. So yeah. No one's gone through what Black people have gone through. I mean, some people are saying that it is racist. And I remembered having this argument with a friend a long time ago where I think we was watching a documentary on the Holocaust and I was horrified on how they were treated. It was truly barbaric. And I was like, oh my God, they really went through it. And my friend, she got irritated with me and she was like, no different or not as bad as we. So the same sort of thing that you're saying is like we're comparing trauma.
Yeah.
But I guess the reason why some people still feel that way, because I was horrified at the Holocaust. I'm not going to lie. I don't think any human being should have gone through that, irregardless. But I also don't think that any human beings should have gone through what we went through and are still going through. You know, I've said this all to you on screen and off screen during my court case. My former employer's barristers said to me that, yes, you did go through microaggressions. Yes, you did have some sort of, you had racist things towards you, but it's not as if anyone knelt on your neck. So he's basically saying that unless someone's kneeling on your neck, shut the fuck up in 2025. So we're still going through it. We're still going through it. The Jews are nice now. Jews run the world. So when
Trish, sorry to cut you. You, like many others, haven't got a financial stronghold to turn around for you to turn around and say, I'm bringing in. Remember, there's a time in the civil rights they said, I'm bringing in the NAACP, and once they knew they were coming, or a Johnny Cochran, or once they bring in a lobby or organisation, they know, you know what, this don't look good. Let's sort this out. We ain't got that here. I
don't know, but I just think that I just think it's playing. I think maybe, like, it's been suggested that I'm ADHD because I'm just so black and white. I think if these people built a system to keep you in a particular place, for 400 years we've been having the same argument, talking from civil rights days, asking for equality, and we still do not have it. Sitting at their table, having these conversations and all of the rest of it is pointless. It's pointless. That is why Natalie started What Next, because it is just so pointless. So as soon as she opens her mouth and she says, actually, yeah, what the Jews went through was horrific, absolutely, but it's not in comparison to what Black people and what we still go through. I mean, I'll take back my talk, then...
But this... As I was saying, Trisha, and this is my issue.
Of course she's going to be suspended for that.
Yeah, but this is my issue, and I said before, I believe that I don't need to compare what I've gone through, what we've gone through. If what you've gone through, and that I don't need to conflict the two things together. And I think this is got to conflate the two things together. And I think, look, this is what people always seem to do. Even what's going on at the moment in Palestine, you've got this. Whatever July the 7th, whatever it was really bad. Yes, it was bad. I'm not.
October.
Yeah, it was really bad. I'm not even arguing. It's definitely bad. I'm not thinking. And then you're gonna, that's why we're doing this. No, it's two different things. I mean, it's two different things. It's bad. No one's taking that away, and that's why I said I don't do the whole because this happened to you and it's bad. I need to tell you what happened to me, which is bad. That's two different things. And I think a lot of people in the world always kind of conflate these two things. Like just because something's happened to you, I've got to go above you. I don't need to. Do
you know what?
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I mean,
sorry, Trish. Go on.
I just want to acknowledge a couple of people that are watching. So, good evening to Tazzy B, Kev B, Tazzy Taz, Kev B, DJ Amorous, T Smooth, Rosemary Gobidian, Carl Perkins, who's saying white politicians are dirty racist blood clots. The Holocaust lasted 6 years. The Black Holocaust lasted 400 years. So I get where she's coming from. Like what we have been through, we're talking about all these things, but Jews are still getting compensation today. We get fuck all. So if she speaks about our type of the endurance and what we've had to endure, rather, she's sacked for talking the truth.
Yeah, and this is the reality. Yeah, the civil rights movement in America, compared nothing. Obviously, we ain't got our own version over here. Once they started to amalgamate and they started, the civil rights movement was a starter for every other movement to get what they wanted, and it started with us. It started with us, but we've had every other organization and movement who have got what they want on the back of the civil rights movement, and all now.
Whose fault is that, guys? Is it our fault, or is it the system's fault, or is it whose fault is that?
It's Coldplay's.
Whose fault is that?
I can't look at nobody else apart from our fault, because we have allowed people to come in and we've forgotten what the mission was, because we want to be a part of something so much we've forgotten what our mission was.
I don't know. I don't think she should be sacked for that, but that's my personal opinion. I think you do need to watch your mouth. We live in a hyper sensitive sort of, like, even having this conversation can get us banned. You mentioned Jews too often in a podcast. It could get you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So even this conversation could get us banned. We live in a hyper sensitive sort of community where you have to really watch your mouth about what is said. But if you are flogged for speaking the truth, then I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say. And I think expecting it to be any different, as Carl said, the Holocaust lasted 6 years. The Black Holocaust lasted 400 years. Like, at what point are we going to get that? No one stays in the same circumstance for 400 years if it wasn't built by design. There's enough of us now that are saying, well, look, we know what this is. We're trying to get into areas of politics where we can have our voices heard and so on and so forth. But the reality is, if you speak too freely or you're too committed to your blackness, then you're fired anyway. So...
Look, before I go, I just want to say this. One of my biggest inspiration is one of the greatest Jewish individuals entertainers ever to walk this place on this earth. Yeah, and he's 100% Jewish, and I love him to bits. God rest his soul. Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, so that's what. So that gets the platform not banned. Yeah, I love Jews. Sammy Davis Jr. is a top boy.
We're going to always say what we're going to say. The whole program's called No Bravado. So if them ban it, then ban it. But what we are going to do. But that's, I hear what Gary's saying, because there are people that they've always done one more than you. If you've done something, their experience was 10 times worse. But I think in matters like this, we should be allowed to speak our truth without such harsh consequences. I'm sorry.
But I don't mind you talking your truth, but talk it in the right context. So at the end of the day, just because someone else is telling you a story doesn't mean that you need to tell your story at that same time. Let people, and it's like
no, maybe but what was the interview about? I don't think she would have just said.
I wasn't talking about dying in this part. I'm talking about just in general. So
I agree with that.
Yeah. So sometimes it's like if someone came to my office one day and was talking to me about being sexually assaulted, and I said, "Oh yeah, well back in the day, black people." It's just not the right context. At the end of the day, let the people have what they're having at the time. And if you want to have a conversation about your experience, then have a conversation about experience, but at a different time. And I think lots of times and I think for me, that what Diane did was she tried to say, well, it's our experience is different from this, that, and the other appearance. You don't need to say that. All you need to say is our experience, living a black experience, is different. I don't need to bring anyone else into this. It's different. Yeah. So no one can come up and say, why is it different? Because for you to ask me the question... That's
going to be the next question, though.
No.
In what way?
No.
There you go.
For you to ask me that question, you're not. I don't need to explain that thing to you, because as a black person, I don't need to tell you what different is, because you know what different is.
No, but she wasn't talking to a black person. My point is, if hey Jack's H was looking out for you. Evening, ladies, and Gary says Jack.
And Gary's, you know.
Quince. And Quincy's here.
I like the Garys.
Quincy's gonna run off now, but
yeah, look, guys. Look, keep up the good work. Keep doing what you're doing. We're always coming to the show on Friday. Yeah, I'll see you Friday, bringing that funny. And the radio. But yeah, keep on doing what you're doing, guys. And
where is it on Friday?
Coco Cure. It's about 19. It's Coco Cure in Stratford, 27 the Broadway.
Okay.
Bringing that funny. Myself, Kane Brown, Christopher Savage, 2 brand new comics. So just tripping up. Yeah, little short man. Yeah, this Friday, little short man.
Friday. Okay, cool.
Oh, we're in Brighton on Saturday, but boy, we might take a peek. I wanted to come last week, but I was too tired.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, that's the event, Brighton. Get the tickets. Take it from there. But look, guys, you take care of yourselves. Enjoy.
Good Quince.
All right, Quince. Thanks for jumping on.
Bye.
Speak to you soon. Bye. All right. So Carl was saying rather, the fault is Tad. That I think it's to that no matter what we did, we will always be treated worse than every race. You can see it all over the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't think she should have been sacked for that, but she must have known that she was going to be.
But she hasn't been sacked.
She's suspended. She's going to be sacked, isn't she?
No, she's not been sacked. They're taking a whip from her. So that means she's not part of the Labour Party. She's still an MP and she still gets the same money. So that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So basically, if you when you're part of a party, you sign up to the party and agree with the overall policy of the party. If you do things outside that, you can have what they call the whip taken away.
Your camera's gone, but go on. Sorry.
Have the whip taken away from you. So what they've done is taken a whip away from her, and they've also taken it away from 4 other MPs, 4 white ones.
Yeah. Oh, 4 white ones.
Well, 4
okay.
white ones. But to be honest with you, like I said, when at the moment the government has got like a majority of like 180 odd people, they can do what they want. Literally can do what they want. Just get it through Parliament. We've got a majority of 180 odd people. We can do what we want.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's
it's
why
all bollocks, to be fair to me.
And that's why, to be honest with you, I don't understand what they're doing, half the stuff they're doing, because as far as I'm concerned, do what you think is right. If you believe that you need to make all these welfare trainers, make them, and see what happens in 4 years' time. People will vote you out if you don't think. That's because Rupert Murdoch and the rest of the people them start write 2 bad things about you in the paper. You're changing your ideas. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I do think it is wrong to belittle people's experiences, but I don't think it's wrong to talk about ours. It shouldn't offend.
No, I do think that we should talk about ours, but I don't think someone should talk to you about yours and then you bring yours on top. I think it's 2 different things. Let people have what they have. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I wanted to show you guys this, I thought this was really interesting. Hang on, let me see if I can get it up. For the Spotlight listeners, we're going to have to describe it afterwards. Good evening, Spotlight listeners. Share screen. Share screen. I think it's this one. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
All I long for is your touch. And darling, something tells me it's enough. You can say that I'm a fool, and I don't know very much. All I dream of.
Like, not with me, you don't.
Those stupid.
You don't.
Oh, I was dying. But what I found interesting, so you got what happened there. Was you even watching it, Gary?
Yeah, the gorillas got a bit jealous.
The gorilla got jealous. The wife gorilla got jealous because the male gorilla was flirting with the woman, right?
Yeah.
So then I want to show you this. Hang on, let me see if I can find it now. Because, yeah, here it is. Let me share my page. Oh, no, that's not it. So let me show you this now. Oh, is it this one? Yeah, I think this is it. You can see my whole page, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Them TG, no man to man dancing around here. Hey, girl, come wine up, come turn around and wine up. On the cocky and wine up, keep long till the men come climb up there. Wine up like you honey, me say. Dash it out there like you want me. I'm up in a punani, me say. Underneath you no cranny, me say. Oh, make me should be king, that you make me should be king. Me should be king, that you make me should be king.
For Rose, he don't want Rose. He's not even bothered with Rose.
No.
Rose, what What?
Oh, bless her, cotton socks.
You don't know I'm stupid, did it? But
Rosie's crying.
what I found interesting about that is the gorilla didn't start no problems with the woman. So why, as human women, her arguments with her man, right? Even the gorilla's got more sense than some of us human women. Because it was like the gorillas waited for him to finish the flirting and then broke fight with her man.
Yeah.
But three women were out here bouncing each other's bums away and trying to push each other out the way for the one man. I was like, so we're at the stage now where gorillas have got more sense than us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'd be damned before I do that outside as well.
Don't lie, man. God. I see you doing it. Pulling that hair. Look at that, Ali. I see you.
Could you imagine over a
that.
man and he's standing there like some prize? Moon's blood.
Right.
He's the prize.
Fighting over man, boxing man. Like after he looked like he was having a good time with her.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right. And that's my point. The male gorilla was having a good time with the white human woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
The female gorilla waited for him to finish his thing and then broke fight with him. I said, no, but the women here are really bouncing each other out of the way, trying to fight each other down over the one little old man. Like, I don't know what him have, but
boy.
Why do you think? Because there's loads of like challenges, like tricking my partner into thinking that I'm with someone, so they might be kissing a mannequin, and then people run in and bust the mannequin in the head, but not the guy. Why do you think that is? Why do you think we do that?
First of all, if you came into your house and your partner had someone on top of him, as far as you could with, right? You're going for the first person you could get to, the person on top. Yeah.
No, but a lot of them have been like, say for instance, they're sitting on the chair and they're kissing on the sofa, and the person comes in from the back, so all you can see at the top is like two heads. They always go for the first person's head. Yeah. For the woman's head.
Yeah, because that's the first
person. Or the opposite person's head.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Why do you think that is?
The one I saw was when usually they go for like the guys that are on top of and got the mannequin on top or pretending to give him oral sex like this, and then the woman comes and grabs the head like, we doing, and they get vexed.
Right. No, I think there's something to be said about how we as women, let me choose my words carefully. Sometimes we just don't look at the source. We always go for the other women in most cases, but I feel like if the woman knew that you was in a relationship, then you've got a right to be angry with the woman. If the woman didn't know, then you haven't got a right to be angry with the woman. But 9 times out of 10, we go for the other person. Then we don't hold our partner as accountable as we do the other person. And
but do you think that is because more like you're going to see the partner again and you may not see the other woman again, so you need to get your licks in? Yeah, you may have to get your licks in quick before, because you may never see that person again, because you have to go looking for them. This man or this man's probably going to be in your yard every day. Yeah. So maybe that's psychological.
So you get the licks in quick with the girl.
Yeah.
It makes sense to pick up the girl if you have to go back to the man.
Yeah,
Does it?
I don't know. I mean, it's more about, sometimes it's about why people are doing some of the things they usually do. I mean, why do they? Usually it's a breakdown in relationships somewhere along the line, either on one point or the other point. So even like with the CEO guy, they were saying that him and his wife were going through issues anyway. But it's always kind of, we're going through issues once you get caught. Before you get caught, everyone's happy holding hands.
Sometimes you're going through issues because you're cheating. You can't be the same as you are when you're not cheating. Sometimes your marital issues and things feel odd literally because you are being a cheater. If you're not putting into your relationship what you should, and you're thingying it elsewhere, of course it's gonna be strained.
Yeah.
But then people then use that as a justification
for doing what they're doing.
When actually it's the actual cause as well of the reason why you're in.
No, but it's usually, I would say that it doesn't. I don't really think that. I think it's usually something before that, because it's not like sometimes when you're chatting to somebody like that's innocent and it develops, that's a different thing. But sometimes most people I know will be in an issue already and then start looking. They don't look while they're happy. Well, not I know. Most people I know that you don't know, because Chris Brown told me these girls ain't loyal.
Chris Brown is fucking loyal himself.
Chris Brown told me these girls ain't loyal. Chris Brown told me. Listen to Chris.
So you think a lot of the issues, Natalie, are because people, you think there's no issue? Because my mum said that to me. My mum was saying to me, sometimes these men will go and say, make out like they're having the most horrendous time in the relationship. Meantime, the woman has no idea that things are so bad.
Yeah.
So you've go on.
That's the same, but I think the same thing for guys. I mean, I know people will be saying to the old girls, say to me, their relationship, this, that, and the other. But then when you chat to the guys, like, no, we're really good. It's really fun. So people, it's perception, isn't it? It's perception, isn't it? Because most people don't go home and say, you're the worst husband or the worst wife in the world. You just carry on normally, innit? You come in, she cooks you dinner.
But the moment there's any sort of slight issue, or the moment there's anything and you just...
She's frozen.
Ian says, if you burst into a room, see the situation, then count to 10, you would go for your partner, but we react straight away and go for the person you see as your enemy, human nature. That's a good explanation. That makes sense.
Yeah.
When really the dutty that's cheated on you is the enemy.
Right.
Enemy,
It's an enemy, right?
Enemies.
Yeah, very good point. No, you've made a very valid point.
Yeah, you lot seem flat today, man. What?
No, I'm good. I'm just saying. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. Show my teeth.
So
what's going with Frozen Girl?
What's happening with what?
With Frozen Girl.
What's that?
Natalie was just...
Oh, she's frozen. She's dropped off now. StreamYard don't like Natalie. I don't know why. It just, and when she's not here, it just picks on me. It jumps on me. But let me ask you this question, Gary. So this question was put into the group, and it was men. What can a woman offer you so that you wouldn't leave her for someone else?
Very good question.
I don't even know, you know.
Really? Know. And I think that's the problem. I think men don't know what they want.
No, but you hold on. See, if I'm thinking about leaving you for someone else, obviously they're offering me what you can't offer me, or there's something about them that I want. But most of the time, I can't tell you what I like about people. I just like I don't know what it is. I'll be like, oh yeah, this person's cool and we get on really well and blah blah blah. But I think most guys would just want peace and quiet and no drama. I don't want to hear all your noise about. I mean, if I make a mistake or something goes wrong, let it go. We don't need to be chatting about it for the next 20 minutes. Don't need it.
Yeah, but you're not an argumentative person though, anyway.
No, but I just don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear that. Oh, I just don't want to hear it anyway. But I don't mind you addressing it. It went on and on and on. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what. If I was going to leave you, I'm going to leave you regardless. It's not a case of I'm going to someone else is going to offer me something to make me stay. Or I'll give you £20,000 and you can stay. I mean, that's not what it's about. If I'm going to leave you, I'm going to leave you. So you couldn't really offer me nothing if I was going to leave you. If I was going to leave you, you can't really offer me nothing.
What are the kind of things that will make you say, I'm out of here?
If our teeth clash.
Oh, God, how do I know you're going to say that?
Apart from that.
What else would it be?
Apart from teeth clashing. Such a stupid thing.
What else would make me leave? Or just let me leave straight away, or over time?
Yeah, I mean a bit of both. What will make you say, "Oh, I'm so out of here"? What behaviours make you say, "I'm done. I don't think this relationship's going to work"? Apart from clashing teeth.
Embarrassing each other on streets. I can't do that. The whole public. I'm going to be. Like if something's happened and you're screaming on the road, that's not me. I'm not interested. I don't want to do street embarrassment, licking at car windows or damaging things like that. I'm not interested. So that whole screaming on street to start argument on street or try to embarrass everybody or not being in control of your emotions when you need to be in control of your emotions, can't do that. So when you start, and I know sometimes people, if you're at home doing it at home, I don't mind. But if you're on high road and you're there just going on mad, I can't do it. Someone sent me a video at work of this woman on a plane, just Jamaican people going to make a big scuffle fight.
I saw that.
I watched it. I was like, what the hell? See all that now? I'm leaving you on the plane. I'm not even coming with you.
Yeah.
It depends on what it is, though. No.
I'm telling you, we can deal with things. We don't need to be going on like that. We can deal with stuff.
I agree.
We can. And even when people.
What if the person dumps your girl over the chair in her head, and she just responded?
If she's talking about, obviously I'll get up and defend her. That's not even a question. But
that's not what it is. Okay.
But the girl hit him first. Where the argument, she started lashing at him first. I can't do it. And even if he says something not good to her, we can deal with this on the plane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People get kicked off plane for far less, yeah?
Yeah, big fight like that.
On plane.
Rosemary was Gobidian saying, I'm not going for either of them when caught red-handed. Going back to our previous kind of conversation, walk away, it's a wrap. I agree.
I don't know why, and I'm not to be weird or disrespect to you lot, but I don't know why all the girls say that, and most 90% of you wouldn't. I'm not saying you lot wouldn't, but I'm saying 90% of the girls I know wouldn't. They would try and work it out. They would think or go back to the person eventually.
Right. Do you guys lose respect if we go and come back? Do you lose respect?
I wouldn't lose respect. I wouldn't lose respect per se, but I think if you were going on all big things, I'm never going back, and then we end up, then I'd be like, oh, you're just talking talk. If you if we have a conversation, you say, look, if this happens again, and we talk it out, that's a different conversation. And I don't lose respect because we've had a conversation about something. But if you make up some big kind of, oh, get out of my house, don't ever come back, and then 2 weeks later you're there with your feet up when person's bringing you chocolate biscuits and egg, I can't eat.
What a combo!
And that's when you lose respect for them.
Yeah, that's the thing. You mean? And most time, it's what makes me laugh, right? I've got some friends who've dated some women who the people they've cheated on people, the guys cheated on them, and they've cussed me out like I'm an idiot. And then they're back with them, and I'm like, hold on, I'm not even in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
One time, I'll give you a story. One time, and I'll try not to mention names.
Yeah, please don't. We're not trying. So any excuse to come from the No Bravado group.
One time I was driving one of my friends back from a party. So he was seeing this girl at the time. She was always a bit weird with me, but it was what it was. So when we're coming back now, I was driving them back to their house, back to her house, and we were coming through from south to north or east. And the girl was in the car for the whole journey, cussing me, talking about how he's her man and he would do anything for her, blah blah blah. And I'm just here for now, and she's gonna be here forever. I've known this brother since he's 16. I've seen him go for 15. I've seen him go for like 1,000 women, yeah? But you're telling me about how you're going to be with him forever. And when he comes to my house and does things to her vagina and this, that, and the other.
Why is she telling you that? What does she think that you're in competition? I don't get it.
I'm driving in my car, right? I said to him a couple of times, you need to check your girl, yeah? He's in the back laughing. Then she's talking about how she had a miscarriage and they share a bond, and not something like that, and they share a bond. And I said to her, listen, see, next month you won't be around. You won't be around, as Craig Mack would say. You won't be around next year. And the girl was there, right off like talking. So I'm like, I was in the car and I was thinking, if my cousin with Marcy was in the car with me, yeah, my girl would have got kick up and dash out the car, because I was in the car like, I don't know why I'm even giving you a lift.
Yeah,
I'm dropping
you're just being rude,
and you're just being rude for the whole journey. So, like I said, a month or 2 months later, she's bawling because he's troubling some other girl on this up. Find out he's troubling some other girl and this, that, and the other. So then I see her. Every time I see her, she's vexed with me that he's troubling some other girl. I don't like you. You're this. I was in St. Lucia's in St. Lucia one day, and she was telling me how she don't like me, telling Nigel and Goody how she don't like me, and rare. And they asked me, I said, brother, listen to me. She used to date my man, and that's all it is. And because he cheated on her, but when that's the people. I think she's an idiot because she keeps going back to him for no reason. That's right. You're an idiot. But you're cussing me like it's me, like I'm your problem. Oh, I'm keeping him away. I'm keeping him away from her, and I keep phoning him. I said, listen, you don't understand. My man's using me as an excuse because he's troubling some other girls. Yeah, I'm going chicken Gary. You don't see that. Right. I need to spell that out to you. So
some people always think that the problems in their relationship is due to a third party. I've had that where people think that, oh, you're too close to my guy, so you've got to be the problem. And like, actually, there's issues in between you sorts of things. It's not a damn thing to do with me. Do you know what I mean? Like, and sometimes I think some people are happy for you to take the
of course.
For you, because it takes the heat off of them. So they will just leave you under the bus to take the heat, when actually, if you're just honest with your partner or yourselves, it's probably not the right relationship for you.
But it's not for me. It's not for you.
You're quick to just leave people under the bus. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. So I was watching something the other day about it was Dr. Umar, and he was talking about relationships, and he was saying that because I like him, I watch a lot of his clips or whatever, and he was basically saying that there's a difference between a pleasure contract and a relationship. So he goes on to explain that a pleasure contract is when you meet someone, you like someone, you're dating someone, and you're seeing how it kind of goes. Yeah. You can make an agreement to be like exclusive. You make each other feel good. You go out, you have fun, you do your dinners, you date. But then a relationship's something completely different, where you have to take the person with their flaws and all, their good days, their bad days. There's going to be neurotic sides to your partner. There's going to be messy sides to your partner. There's going to be all kinds of things rolled up. And that's the difference between a contract relationship, a pleasure contract and a relationship. What do you guys think about that? Like, what do you think planning a good relationship looks like?
What do you mean? What do you mean by planning?
Do you think that you should go with the flow, and if so, for how long? Or do you think it needs to be planned?
I think it depends on the individuals. I genuinely think that, I don't know, it just depends on how. I think it depends on what you can take as a person as well. So some people will say that I'm just a dater. I'm a serial dater and I like to see where it goes. And some people are like, I'm a relationship person, or do you know what I mean? So I think you need to know, you need to be on the same page as the person for a start, and you need to know what your limits are,
what your limitations
what
are,
you can realistically do and manage.
I've been asking everyone this question, and someone said to me, well, why can't the pleasure contract be the relationship? I don't understand why it has to be separate. But I think that we have idealisms in our head of what relationships are, and the only way you can really understand what you're in is if you take your time and observe.
Right. See, me personally, I'm not one to just jump into a relationship. I've got to get to know you as a person. So where it comes to the point of saying, okay, we're just going to see how it goes, you got to not be taking it literally. I personally say, well, if I'm going to be going out, if I'm going to be spending my personal time with you, whether it be outside of my home, inside of my home, especially if you're coming to my home or I'm going to your home, we are getting to know each other. It is a case of, are we enjoying each other's company? Do we like the same things? If we do, all right, you will find yourself naturally spending more time with that person, doing more things with that person. If I'm not feeling you in that way, you're going to naturally see that I'm going to detach myself from you or distance myself because I don't feel for you that way. But if I do, then I will say, if it flows, let it flow. Don't force nothing. I don't want to seem like, okay, I meet someone today, we've been chatting and so forth, and then after a couple of weeks in a relationship, no, it doesn't work like that for me. I take time.
What should the courting period be? What should the dating time be? I suppose it's different, as Natalie said, for everybody. But Gary, what do you think? How long would you want to date a girl before you're like, right, I'm going to take this to the next stage. I want to be serious.
Well, I think most relationships I go into, I mean, I start that from the beginning. I don't really get in a relationship with people that I'm not going to really be serious with, like physically.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't really do that. I think if we're going to be,
how do you know that you're going to be serious with this person? Are you friends first?
I don't even know. I'm trying to think how it was. I don't know. I just sometimes it's about a kind of attraction, and you go on a couple of dates, and then things just seem to kind of work, and then you spend more and more time with people.
Right.
But I don't. Yeah, if I sometimes if we go on a date, say I take someone on a date and we go somewhere, sometimes at the date I'm just thinking, cool, this is all right. It's nice. It's a friendly thing. We get all right. I may go. I've been on like maybe 10 dates with a person, but no, I'm not going to be in a relationship with them.
Okay.
But I'm not doing that with them. I'm just going with them.
Yeah.
And I make sure that I take care of things, so there's no we did this and I had to pay, so I had to take care of everything. So it's all down on me. So
you know quite early on that you're not going to be in a relationship with this person. When do you let them know that?
I don't need to let them know that.
What?
I'm confused. But you know that, innit? Hold on. Hold on. Maybe
you just string them along.
We're not stringing no one along. We're not
wow. It's Rosemary.
So how are you supposed to know if you're interested or not? If you just go with the flow and not say, you know what?
Well, if we're not doing nothing, then we're not. Then we're not anything, are we?
You might not think that nothing's going to come out of it, but the person you're with, who you're constantly spending time with, is going to have an assumption that if it's going well.
If we're having conversations about how I feel about you, and that's a different conversation, isn't it? So if I'm with you and I'm having a conversation with you and we're talking about things and we're talking about futures and plans, if I'm talking to you and we're just going out to eat and we're just sitting down chilling, that's a different conversation. No.
Yeah, but everyone has different ways of looking at things.
No. Yeah, but if I went somewhere with you and we're on the third date, I haven't spoken about dating or liking you or nothing like that, then we're friends, no?
No, because like I said, everyone has their own interpretation. Like some people.
This is my interpretation.
But some women might say if you're out, for example, if you take that person around, and for you it seems harmless around a family get together, so to speak. Just say, for example, you might see it as being harmless, but a lot of women I know, you do something like that, they think it's not been discussed, but then they automatically think, oh my God, it's family and friends. I'm meeting them. Yeah, we're in a relationship. Whereas you're thinking, all I need is a plus one. You was available.
No.
Okay,
First thing first, I'm not taking you to family and friends type thing.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Right. So if I'm say we go to a cinema, we go to dinner, we go to the theatre, we go back to the cinema, we go thing, and we're not talking about anything. We're just a general conversation. You're a brethren. If I start saying, yo, I've got feelings for you, I really like you, but I don't want to do nothing at the moment because we're seeing that thing. That's a different conversation. But if I'm going out and I'm not saying to you, oh, you're saying to me, I really like you, and I'm not responding, then obviously I don't feel the same way.
Well, I hear what you're saying. For me, I just find within at least 3 months of us going out, even a bit less than that, I can kind of see if this is gonna work, or maybe, you know what, this isn't gonna work. If I can't tolerate, not even tolerate, if I'm getting along with you as a friend, going out.
Are you gonna say that? Are you gonna say
what's that?
What is happening?
What's going on?
What are you talking about? Hello?
Oh yeah, go on, Gary.
But if I'm me and you're going out, we're going out regularly, right? And we're going out for 3 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking to you about relationships, but you're enjoying it, but you don't fancy me that way. You don't like me, but you're enjoying to spend time. Are you going to say, well, I haven't said nothing to you about relationships? You can say, well, you know what? We've gone out 10 times now. You know I don't fancy you. You're not going to say nothing.
No, like in
that's exactly the same thing I'm doing.
Yeah, but in that situation, I get you. In that situation, if no one, sometimes more times than less, you can kind of two grown people can kind of work out whether or not it's the kind of thing of, we're just friends. There's no wanting to have the urge of kissing each other or each other inappropriately, and you get that. And most time it can be said that, okay, we're both grown, we kind of don't need to have the conversation, but we've had the conversation without saying anything, and it's we just like hanging out and just doing stuff no kind of intimate talking been had.
Yeah,
I get that. But
that's what I'm saying. And you're saying, wow, I don't understand how that.
No, it's because
you said I'm going out with someone, like I'm going out on dates. Dating.
Yeah, the same thing I'm just saying.
In my mind, it ain't going nowhere. Have you kissed this person? Or
no, this what me and Charlie said. We just
that's
me and you've gone out a few times. And say me and you went out 10.
No
10
kissing
times.
or nothing goes on.
But you like me, right? you like me, yeah? Right? And we go, I don't say to you I like you, right? And then or you don't, no, actually, you don't like me, right? You don't like me, but you really like spending time with me, yeah? So we have a good time. We don't find me physically attractive, whatever. But you really like spending time with me. We go out quite a regular. So because you haven't said nothing, you're saying that's wrong. And I'm like, you're not going to say to me, by the way, I don't like you. You're not going to say nothing, are you?
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from. No,
Are you going to say?
Yeah.
So when you lot said, wow, I was like, that's weird.
So how long would you then, Trish?
No, because I'm thinking if you're dating somebody, when we use the word dating, I'm thinking you're dating somebody, you're going for drinks, look all rubbing up is going on like what happened at Coldplay. And you understand? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But if that's not happening, then that's different.
Yeah.
Rosemary's saying this going with the floating naga work. Why? Expand on that, Rosemary. Why does this going with the flow thing not work? Okay, ladies, we're gonna have to study mind reading, please, says Rosemary.
If you have just met, it's different. If you just met somebody, you don't know nothing about the person, you're just going out and just finding out about each other. So you're on a blank canvas. Whereas it's different if you've known somebody for many, many years, nothing ever come of anything, and for whatever reason, you just decided to
be mischievous Taliban in the background. Go on. Sorry,
if you've known someone for a very long time, and for whatever reason you just had this spark, and you decided to maybe take things to another level or spend more time with each other, it's just happened. That is very different going with the flow, because when you put too much pressure on a situation, it just, for me, I just find it's a lot. Like, just going with the flows. I'm not saying, okay, me personally, I'd be like, okay, if you're out there dating different people, tell me. If you're out there having sexual contact, especially if we're entwining together, if we're being intimate together. But one thing I'm going to be saying to you is, you're a man, we're not exclusive. So if you're out there being intimate with other people, let me know. Then I know what I need to do, where I stand with you.
Do you think this is where we're going wrong, though? Do you think we shouldn't be sleeping with the men until exclusivity
we shouldn't be. That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't be. But a lot of women out here and men out here are doing that, and then they mix being intimate with being in a relationship, and that's where we are. That's where the whole communication goes wrong. Just because your legs open, it doesn't mean to say that you're in a relationship. It doesn't. So have that, and then you think, oh shit, I'll be set together now. What do I say? What happens now? Why not have that communication beforehand? What is going on?
People just say what you want to hear anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, like DJ Emma is saying, surely you can gauge if anything is going to progress by how much contact, flow of conversations, etc.
Absolutely. Kind of way, then you know.
Some people fake it till they make it, man.
Thank you, Daddy. So at the end of the day, you can have a conversation with anybody and have a conversation with flow and joking. I will say, if you like somebody, say I don't like you, but you like me, you can make anything I say is funny, innit? So the conversation is gonna flow. I always say to people, especially girls, that it's really funny how many people I know say, when I first met my partner, he was so funny, engaging. Now he's an idiot. But he's telling you the same jokes he was telling you 6 months ago.
Right. I do find communication on the phone, for me personally, I find communication on the phone is different for communication when you're together. I'm all about body language, and I can sense for someone's body language. So you could chat alone, you could chat all you want to chat to me, but I'm all about action. So if your text messages and all that, or your voice notes are not matching to how your body language is telling me, then I'm gonna pull you up on it. And I have been in that situation before. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to adjust that. If you're starting to do certain things at the beginning, and then tutus, I just see little things happen. I think, okay, carry on, and then I adjust it to you. Be like, well, first of all, you started to do this. Your messages started out this way. Now they're this way. Your body language was this. Now it's that. And then you get shut down. I'm like, I am a natural observer. I watch what you do, and I'm not going to pull you up in it the first one. I'm going to see if it's consistent. So if you're consistently doing stuff that you cannot manage on a longevity, then don't do it. And I will tell you, I've told Man State, if you're the one who start this, but then you want to try and have me up for noticing your behavior, and I will notice that behavior. I tell people a lot of time, I might not say a lot of things a lot of time, but don't think that I'm not watching what you were doing to what you are doing now. And if it's totally different, try and know you're going to get. I'm going to ask you questions.
Yeah.
Like, is it just to act? Because if it is, you're going to get found out.
Rosemary saying going with the flow could be misleading, especially if we do not voice and express what wagwan. Fair enough. And that's the problem. Yeah, I suppose you need to know where you stand. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's Gary, your camera's gone. I don't know why. Your camera doesn't usually go. So going back to the question asked in this group, men only, what can a woman offer you so that you wouldn't leave her for someone else? So our men said the following. Apart from the obvious, no drama, says Hakeem. DJ Amara, stimulation of the mind and or seriously consider any issues I bring to her and not fob me off telling me I'm being silly, overacting, etc. If I come to you with an issue, if need be, take some accountability and at least listen. A lot of guys say, this is a trending thing, is that they don't think we take accountability and we don't listen. Charlene said, fair point. Digo De Boss says, DJ Amorous, emotional intelligence. I believe every couple needs this and be the most crucial element needed in that, and just dealing with people full stop, in my opinion. In my honest opinion. Is Gary back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know someone phoned me. I put you on hold.
Oh, I see. Juka, we didn't really want to go onto your page. Well, that never happened to my woman. I can't even get a woman from here.
What?
Says Juka. Because I can't get the girl, so people's problems. It's funny. Are rich people problems because we can't get the girl? Johnny Smith said her loyalty, respect, and ambition, because she'll be getting that from me and much more. Fair enough. I like that. Let me like that in real time.
But so if you're with your woman and then someone else comes, because that's what it basically, someone else is offering to stay. So you met someone new and your woman. If you had all that for them in the beginning, you wouldn't be thinking about leaving them, would you?
But I think in relationships, there's ups and downs. There's always going to be a period where you're like, fuck this. No?
No, well, do you know what? I kind of agree with you, but I think it depends on if you're with your partner and there's a basic attraction, like there's somebody, whenever you're with them, you want to kind of do things with them, you want to rip their clothes off and stuff. That kind of goes past everything else. Like the relationship thing, we always build from there. So it's always like an initial attraction. So even when you do have a bad time, there's the makeup sex. You know what I mean? There's always some. If you don't like the person, you just think, I can't stand you. But if you're attracted to the person, there's always going to be like a little spark that will start the relationship again. And then sometimes you don't get that. If you don't actually like the guy, you may not think, and all 2 years later you realize 2 years later you haven't even done nothing together for like the last 2 years. I mean, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. But if you've got that whole, the connection, the emotional connection will come back.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I do get it. Ian Bowman said, just shut the fuck up and let man watch football in peace. Cook like your mama and shag me when we first met. And don't be moaning when I go out with the man them. Just come back late. Don't be asking me about any woman in my phone. Just smile, cook and shag me. And then we're good. Wow.
Have the other woman.
Do you know what I mean?
TLC said silence. The theme is that we talk too much, is what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
And Carl Perkins said an apology every time she's wrong. And that's something that I'm seeing that's common as well, is that men say that we don't apologise. Ladies, on the screen or who's watching, do any of you apologise when you're wrong in an argument with your dude?
I have done.
Lie. Lie.
I have.
Yeah, but man, 6 months later, when the argument, what the argument was about.
If I genuinely, I'm not someone. If I know I'm wrong, I'm not saying sorry. If I know I'm wrong, I'll be like, all right, my bad. I'm sorry.
But when? How long afterwards?
No, if I know.
No, but you don't know. Nobody knows at the time, do they? So it's all like people come up to me and
yeah,
said
but
to
as
me
soon as I do
5
know,
years later. Do you remember we had an argument about that?
No.
That was
Once the argument calms down.
At least you got the sorry though.
sure.
Because apparently it just seems to be something that we don't do. I mean, I say sorry when I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong often.
I don't know who thinks they're wrong.
There's that too.
Who thinks they're wrong? That's what I'm saying. Who thinks they're wrong?
Don't think I'm wrong often. So, but when I am wrong, you lot have all witnessed me say, sorry, my bad, or I apologize.
But not to the guy, though.
No problems
6 months
apologizing.
later.
Nah, at the time.
That's what I'm saying.
At the time.
Yeah, at the time. Seriously.
I don't know anyone. I don't think any partner has ever said sorry to me at the time. I think even when I brought evidence. Do you know the woman in my life who's the worst for that?
Your mum.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's mums across the board. They don't apologize for shit. They're dead wrong. And dead wrong. Dead before you get any kind of apology from the older generation. It's not happening.
And when they say sorry, it's like, so what? We did it wrong, so. And then,
my nan used to
My
say,
mum's getting better with it. My mum's getting better with it.
My nan used to go, you used to be like, no, nan, da. And then she'd be like, okay, I'm sorry, I killed priest. Like, what did I do that was so bad? And it's like,
that's how they say sorry.
About I killed priest. Like, basically, what's so bad about, like what she's done? But she's the worst. She says sorry, it's got to come with her. All right, even if you're not shouting or moaning about it.
Yeah.
Just the fact that she had to say sorry, she goes into one.
Yeah, no, it's not something that that generation, Or if my mum does say sorry, she'll be like, sorry.
Yeah.
And like, leave it where you're. What?
Yeah.
Didn't hear that.
And they just want you to drop it. Like, my nan would be like, okay, shut up. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But if it's you, what? All 6 months later, I'd say we're arguing. What?
How can you say shut up and sorry? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. DJ Amara said, I'm at the stage of life now where you can be Mrs. World UK. That isn't enough for me to stay if I'm unhappy. Also, consistency and complacency play a big part in failing relationships. Yeah.
I mean, it must be hard when you're in a long-term relationship to be always thinking of things to come up to do and doing things different. And must be very. I take my hat off to those who can do it and have done it. I I get irritated myself half the time.
What's harder now, though? Being single or being in a relationship?
It sounds like being in a relationship because I'm just blissfully single here. It just sounds, relationships sound mud right now. I want one. I'm open to love. But I think you hit 50, you kind of, some of the things that I'm seeing, I know are not for me.
Yeah.
It's not my cup of tea. I don't want that. And it's peaceful, but I think if you meet the right person, it can be magical as well. So I never want to be that girl that's like, it's all dead. There's no good men. I think there are good men. I think we've just got to get, for me personally, I pick demons. I will go on a break for years. You don't know, do the no sex, no relationship, no sex, be completely just clean and just in my own space, and then come out after 5 years of no sex and then pick a whole demon. So for me, it's like, okay, I think I'm spotting them quicker and cutting them dead quick. But and luckily for me, like I spend a lot of time single and celibate, so there's not a whole bag of demons running around. But I think that for me, where I need to take accountability in that situation is for how I pick. If you can be out of a relationship for 5-6 years, not have any sex, sit down, heal, pray, cleanse yourself, take salt baths, understand your psyche, understand who you are as a person, and then still get up, and then the first guy that you get with after 6 years is a
Black girl scored. Sorry.
What are you watching?
It said the black girl scored. England.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll be English today when we're scoring for them. But yeah, then I don't think that all guys are bad. I think there's some really good men out there, and we've got to just start learning how to spot them, the ones that are compatible. So I think there are good guys out there. I think we just keep picking the same rotten scoundrel that's running the streets, and everyone's having the same experience because it's the same men that everyone's gravitating to that are running the streets. Whereas if we were looking at different types of men or putting ourselves in different environments and so on and so forth, the experience might be different. But everyone's coming up against the same hood rat that's running around with his hood out. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I think, but I do think there's good guys out there, but we've just got to get better at spotting them.
There are definitely good guys out there, and I think that should be highlighted, not just all about the bad ones. Yes, we all know that there's bad guys out there, but there are genuine guys out there who do want love and are looking for genuine connections with a female. But some of them are scorned because of what they've come up against in the past, and would rather just be left in their own little world rather than getting into it again, which is fair enough.
Right. Junior Bogle says it's not always about what a woman offers. Sometimes it's about the state of a man's mind as well as a woman's mind, and leaving the emotional luggage outside. When a man finds balance within himself, he creates his own peace, and only then can he truly sustain a meaningful, lasting relationship. That's interesting, because a lot of men are saying that they want women to give peace, whereas he's saying actually you need to learn to create your own. A stable, nurturing woman can enhance that peace, not disturb it with unjustifiable drama, and together they can build a paradise that lasts and of which no one else supposed to be able to destroy. Enough people will be jealous of what you have and will even try to take it. A meaningful relationship is the ability to relate to each other beyond sex, built on respect, integrity, emotional safety, security, and deeper and more powerful still is when they can read each other, Bring the man peace, not war, irrespective of experiences. Who's that? Is that me?
No. Sorry.
Okay. A meaningful relationship is the ability to relate to each other beyond sex, built on respect, integrity, emotional safety, security, and deeper and more powerful still is when they can read each other. Bring the man peace, not war. Irrespective of experiences that didn't end good, there are some hard-working good brothers out there, and likewise, there are some hard-working good sisters out there too. Hopefully, the right spirits will connect. And that is it in a nutshell, I think, for me. Substance, emotional intelligence, peace, and loyalty, says Anderson Dassey. Colin Goldson said, for me, it's definitely her mind, as in her spirituality. Her intellect also speaks volumes for me, followed by loyalty and compassion. I mean, in that order. I find any woman who has these qualities a beautiful thing. Richie G said, a threesome. Jonathan Ambrose said, peace. Anthony Young said, total respect. Dave Knight said, honor, respect, adoration, and planting.
Dave Knight. DJ Dave Knight. What's that to you?
And Dean Husband said, honesty and respect. Go on.
But this said before, you're already with the person, so they should be showing you that ready, no?
But then why do relationships break down? Because obviously people don't get into relationships with people that they think are going to bring them drama and hellfire.
No, because if you're saying what would make you stay with your original relationship? So what can she offer you to make you stay?
Yeah, but she probably offered greatness at the beginning, but all relationships have ups and downs. So you see sides to people that you wouldn't necessarily like, raw, where did you come from? And I think the longer that you go on, the longer it becomes difficult to tell her what she wants to hear or tell him what he wants to hear, and the mask starts to slip. So that's why it's like, okay, so once people become their authentic selves, and I think that's what I've been trying to say in terms of seeing how it goes. I think you can only see a person for their authentic self after a period of observation. And after observation, if you could take their good parts and their bad parts, then it's a making for a good relationship. It's like friendships as well. Sometimes you lot have all seen me lose my whole shit. And like Charlene is the closest to me when we're out and about and has seen me. If I lose something, I lose my mind, literally. Like, where's my phone? 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 Until I find it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But Charlene can put up with that with me. She might not be. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I don't think it's any different.
But aren't you different? Aren't you different with different people though? But aren't you different with different people? Aren't you different with different people? Because I think I'm different with different people. Like there's, I don't
code switch. I get into a lot of trouble for it. I'm just my
I think I'm different. I think I'm different. I mean, I don't think I necessarily code switch, but I don't like from with. If I have my different friend groups, we're kind of not different. Like I'm the same person. You could like ask me for anything, I'll give it to you. All that stuff, all those kind of things are quite standard about me. I think there's underlying. If you need something from me, I would help you type thing. I think that's constant. But then I think other parts of me may be a bit different. I may be a bit friendlier with you than I would with other people. I may be a bit more.
But I think that comes with different tiers of friendship. Yeah. So you have an inner circle.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You have an inner circle. So there's people like I've bared my soul to Natalie. I've bared my soul to Charlene. You know what I mean? You and I talk quite deeply. But there's some things that I will talk to you guys about that I won't talk to other people about.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
You understand what I'm saying? So there's different layers. You've got your inner circle, and then you've just got acquaintances or circles or
absolutely.
whatever, and then they're different. So the level of comfortability, like Charlene's been working with me on the road a lot, and I'm really particular, and she can stomach me whilst we're working, because I like things to be in a particular way, and she's clocked how I like that to be, and we work well together now. But to the next man, it'd be like, you know what, fucking do your stall on your own, blood. Sorry. I'm not putting up with that. It's true though. Do you know what I mean? You're too fussy. So go on and do your thing. And I think it's the same in relationships.
Yeah, but I think relationships and even friendship, if you understand who you're working with, and what you're working with, you'll be fine. It's when you don't understand the person. When I first started Trish, I was just like, boy, I don't know. Yeah, I had to scratch my head, but then I had to step back. Trish is very much like my mum. Just understand the person. My mum was a very finicky individual, but I knew her like a T. I knew that if she was downstairs, and certain times in the evening, she would do her phone calls and so forth. And I would look around and be like, right, call it.
Just to say, spotlight. Spotlight.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. One day we're going to end on time, but Spotlight Radio, thank you for being with us. And we will see you next week. Thank you so much. Do join the group. Weigh in if you are on Spotlight's page. Join our No Bravado group. We will put the link on Spotlight's page and weigh in on the conversation so that we can have more opinions. But yeah, have a good night and we'll see you next week. Go ahead.
Good night. Yeah. So I know that certain times in the evening she'll do her phone calls and stuff. So she's gonna want her phone book and her bag so rather than me go and sit down and get myself all comfortable and then she'll nudge me with her foot, I'll just go upstairs, get her stuff and bring it down. And then one time she was actually on the phone to I think her cousin Alice. And she's like, I got her cousin said, what's wrong? I'll go upstairs and get this and get that. By the time she'd already said that, I was in the kitchen, everything's balanced. She turned by, she's like, oh, thank you. I said, yeah, because I don't want to be sitting down and you come twitching me with your foot to tell, oh, Charlene, baby, can you? No, I'm just going to go and get it. So now, because I know how Tish is, just it flowed. Like I said, it flowed. And it's not just happened overnight. It's taken a little while. So it's, like I said, with relationships and friendships, just understand the person that you're with. Like if you want to go to the shop, I'm not going to ask Tish what she wants to drink or eat because I know 9 out of 10 what she's going to want.
Nutriment.
just
I do like nutriments as well.
Yeah, just go and get it. She knows if I want to drink in the shop, it's going to be a super malt. You know, so it's about having
learning to understand.
Understanding and having a mutual respect for the individual that you're with. Because if you don't, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. You know, it isn't.
Yeah. Any final thoughts before we head off?
Or you stop saying wow about me, Rosemary. Wow, man. Listen to what I'm saying.
You make people say wow every week, boy. Me too. Wow. Like Gary says some wild shit. That doesn't even go with his personality. It doesn't go.
Once I explain it, you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, that part.
Just jumping it like, ooh.
You know, Gary's off the heart, really.
Yeah, no, look after you, man. Look after you. No worries.
Rosemary's
laughing. You're laughing. You better laugh.
Just don't say goodbye. Just don't say bye to him because you'll soon find out.
Any final thoughts that? Oh, that's gonna do.
Yeah. I met DJ Amorous Sunday. It was at the barbecue thing. Seemed like a cool guy.
Oh, nice.
I wanted to go and talk to him, but I didn't get time because do you know what? There was just so much people at the place chatting. Like I knew I hadn't seen for ages. Do you know what I was saying? I was saying to somebody, it's quite embarrassing. So I'm sometimes quite bad with faces. I shouldn't really say this on here because the person I didn't remember who they were. And
I'm the same.
This girl came up to me and she's like, Gary, oh blah blah blah. I'm looking at her, she's got a blonde wig on. I'm thinking, do I know you? But I was like, yeah, how you doing? This, that, and the other talking. She goes, yeah, this, that, and the other. How's my friend Paul? I said, oh, so obviously she knows me now. So I was like, yeah, boom, boom, boom. And then she'd come up with other things, and then I kind of worked out who she was, who I thought she was. And then she said to me, about how old are you? So it's really weird. You know when you know someone when you're 16, 17, and they're like 10. Yeah.
Right.
They're a child to you, yeah? So the girl was talking to me, and she said, oh, I'm how old are you? I said, oh, I'm 56, whatever I think it was. And then she said, oh, yeah, I'll turn 50 this year. And I was like, when did that happen? Because I still think you're 10. But yeah,
it's interesting.
Because I haven't seen it for like 40 years, 30 years. So
the gap is nowhere near as bad when you get older. It's just bad when you're
younger.
When you're younger. Like
it was nice to see them. It was
6
a
years,
nice
you're a
thing.
real picnic to me.
When I was like 17, 18, you're 10, 12, 11.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, it was cool. It was nice to see him. It was a nice little thing. Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's it.
I guess we've kind of come to the end of our show. Any final thoughts, Nat?
No, my stupid phone keeps overheating and turning off.
How come it happens?
It's charging. It's only on like 4% right now because it keeps overheating. So I don't know.
You got one of them backstreet chargers that you bought from Roadman here?
I think so.
Yeah, you need to get
No, this is from Amazon. No,
that's Amazon's backstreet, man. Them dodgy man sent it to Amazon. There's some fake ones. Yeah? go Apple shop, man. Go Apple shop.
I'm not spending £20 on a charger, man. £25.
No way, no.
Yeah, but
£20 on the lead.
Authorized accessories.
When your phone blows up in your hand, yeah, and catch fire, then
I've had to take the case off. I took the case off. I'm touching the back of it. It's boiling hot.
That's what I'm saying. The thing, next your phone blows up. Dash that, man. Get a new charger. Spend the £20. Spend the £20. Well, okay, buy the new phone.
Yeah.
Anything anyone wants to say before we sign off?
No, I don't know if we did it already, but look out. We got some good stuff coming up with Black Excellence in September, but we'll be putting that information out very shortly.
Yeah.
Just stay peeled for that. Got something exciting actually.
Yeah,
so look out for that. Very different.
Yeah. It will be. It will be. It's exciting stuff. We wanted to do something with Archway, but it just hasn't been sinking. So I have to go back to Stephanie and talk to her about when we're going to touch base with her, because it just doesn't make sense doing it unless it's right. So yeah, definitely want to go chat to Judith. I'll probably pick your brain, Gary, see when you're free. We'll go and chat to Judith to see if what we can do with her as well later in the year, maybe for Black History or for Christmas, something like that.
Yeah, nice.
It'd be nice.
It'd be nice.
End of year, something.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah, Diva Choice, we've been on a tour. We've been really, really busy. We've been out and about. This weekend, we are at Brighton Carnival on a Saturday, and then we're trading at Lewisham Shopping Centre on the Sunday. Brilliant stuff. Lovely show as per usual. Thank you for your support, Sugar. Everyone check out DJ Amorous. What days are you on, Supreme? Drop it in the chat so that we can we share the links anyway when we see them. But what days are you on and times? Drop it in the link so we can show it on the screen. But yeah, we've been doing. It's been a real interesting little road. This is my first time like really outside with Diva Choice, and we've been meeting like the most amazing people, having the most amazing experiences, seeing like things just play out, disparity in this country just play out as well, because we was trading with Tap Traveling Artisan pop-up, and they had like a little strip market on the Cutty Sark, and it was really nice little space. But Bigger man, we don't know we can talk about without getting myself sued, but bigger man crushes little man. Bigger man says we don't want that market here because we've got a market. It then crushes that market. So whereas we were going to be with them in August and September, that's now changed. So I think we are going to be like, we're going to do Peterborough Carnival. We're going to do Liverpool Carnival. We've got Liverpool Carnival coming up. We've got Black Pride coming up. So quite a bit of things coming up.
Yeah. With them saying, in regards to Black Pride, I think they're making it slightly bigger this year. I think from what someone was saying to me, we've been doing some prep, my side prep stuff, and they were talking about kind of the offer. So it should be, if the weather's nice, if the weather's half as good as it was last year, you're gonna have an amazing day.
We're gonna have a good day. Bring your mum again. Put her and my mum together. It's too funny, the two of them. I'm gonna try and video them fecal content. It's too funny. But yeah,
they'll be used to it. They'll be used to it this year. They know what to expect.
Yeah, last year it was just clutching pearls all over the place. It's too funny. But I'm looking forward to it. We've got quite a bit coming up, and we get to meet, lovely people, and then people just they messaged back and was like, it was nice to meet you. One girl messaged me and was like, I had £0 when I met you the other day, but I have some pounds now, so where can I get my ring? Do you know what I mean? Like, I need my ring. So it's good being out there. It's nice being outside, but I definitely want to get my teeth sunk into something Black excellence. I feel like I miss it, so it's coming. September, it's coming. Yeah. But anyway, guys, it's 11 minutes past. We are going to finish at 10 and 10:01, but at least we're not doing 3 and 4 hours anymore anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gary, go on, go watch your football.
No, I do. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, and you're going to say I may get myself cancelled. But
not
sometimes
interested in women's football.
No, I'm not interested. But I watched the penalties last week. It was the worst set of penalties I've seen in my life. Like I've watched 10-year-olds better penalties, like literally, and I was like, oh, this is poor. But the game is not bad, but yeah, it's a bit slow. But I know I've got to show support. Covering the show tonight from 11 p.m.
As DJ Armorous, before we sign off, can we just take a moment to say rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal
Warner, man.
Warner. Very sad.
Very sad.
And he seemed like he was a really switched on individual. Like I was watching something on Breakfast Club where he done a poem to Black people, and it was just amazing. So he seemed like he was a really switched on, vibrant, positive character. And it's a shame that he died on a family holiday suddenly and accidentally by the sounds of it. So may he rest in eternal peace. And me and Natalie was having this conversation the other day. This your life, boy, can be tough. The only thing that's guaranteed here is that you're gonna die, and that people that you love are gonna die. That's the only thing that's guaranteed.
Yeah, nothing else.
Nothing else.
That's wickedness.
Yeah. It's the one o'clock you're not gonna miss.
Yeah, well, you may miss it. You may miss it a couple of times, but you'll catch up with you sooner or later.
At some point, you're dead. And people around you that you love are dead. It's bizarre. It's a bizarre life, but I guess the dash in the middle is all that counts. You've got to just make the most of it and try and be as happy as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that you're guaranteed is death. So enjoy it until that time comes. Do you know what I mean? That's all you can do. So. But yeah, condolences to his family. His family must be in bits. His kids must be in bits. So yeah, Theo is dead. Imagine that.
I know.
Yeah.
Madness.
It's a shame. It's a shame. I mean, but hey, he's got at least. And to be honest with you, as I said, at least he's going to be remembered and have a legacy. I mean, I know whatever happened with the Cosby Show and Bill Cosby, but you can watch it and be uplifted by some of the thing. I always remember the episode where they were singing on the steps and he come down singing. All that things there. So grew up with him and stuff.
Yeah, no, we did. Theo was a proper like 80s icon boy with his little afro, and do you know what I mean? It was a proper.
He messed up when he started Eddie and Malcolm. That was Robert Dempsey.
Malcolm and Eddie. I think that was quite popular. You know, it had a couple of seasons.
Yeah, I did like it.
A few seasons
it was aimed at me, so I guess
yeah. But yes, with that said, the only guarantee is that we're all going to die. So be kind, enjoy yourself, love yourself, and balance your chakras.
Yeah.
Do you? Do you know what I mean? So the people.
See you later.
Bye.
Always good to see you. Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.